Now you must be wondering what is a for loop, right? So a loop basically is used to iterate or is used to run a command multiple times. For example, I want to print 100 10 times. So I will be using a loop. So there are two type of loops in Python. One is a for loop and another one is a while loop. Okay. Another one is a while loop. So in this video, we are going to talk about for loops. Okay. So why do we need for loops? What are for loops? So we'll be discussing about that. So a for loop is basically used to iterate over a sequence. This for loop is used to iterate over a sequence. I'll remove while loop. So yeah, for loops are used to iterate over a sequence. So what is the sequence? Iterate over a sequence. Now, while learning about strings, we discuss the strings are collection of characters, or we can say sequence of characters, right? So for loops are used to iterate over a sequence. So sequence are basically collection of data, collection of values. So let's say the syntax is something like this. We write for, okay. Then we give a loop variable. This can be anything. Let's say I give I. For I, this I is a loop variable. So for I, then we give in and then we give the sequence. Here after in we'll give a sequence. So the sequence can be anything. Let's say I give a sequence Python. Okay. The string, this is a sequence of characters, right? P, Y, T, H, O, and these are the characters in sequence. So this for will iterate over Python. Then we'll give colon. Okay. So every time this I will go and iterate over Python. What will happen? We'll just simply print I. We will simply be printing I. So what will be the output of this line? What will be the output of this line? So if I run it, as you can see, it printed out Python one by one, each character one by one. So first P, then Y, then T, then H, then O, and then how does it work? So what happens in for loop? So this loop variable iterates over the sequence. Iterates means jumps over the sequence. So first this I will go inside Python and pick up the first value it gets. Which one is the first value in Python? Obviously P, right? So currently I is holding P. So that's why if you print I, it's going to print P. In the second iteration, it's going to pick up the second value, which will be Y. So if we print I, then the output will be Y. Then in the third iteration, it will be T. So if the output will be T, then fourth iteration, it will be H. Then the output will be H. Then over that N. But after it's selected the last element, which is N, if we run it again, it won't find any value and the loop will not continue. Okay. So the loop will break and we'll get the output as shown. Okay. Python. Now let's assume there is a list called as fruits. Don't worry about this thing that I have not taught you list. In the next lectures, we are going to learn about lists. So let's say fruits is equal to, we have a list of three fruits, apple, banana, and let's say mango. Okay, so if I write for I in fruits, for I in fruits, print I, what will be the output according to you? So this I will go inside fruits. So there are three values in fruits: apple, banana, and mango. So what will be the output of first iteration? Obviously apple, then banana, then mango. So if I run it, you can see the output apple, banana, and mango, right? So this is that simple. We can use for loops like this. We can iterate over a sequence. Now the third is we will be using a range. So what does range mean? So if I write range of 10 now, so if I run this, it says range of 0 to 10. It basically means all the numbers starting from 0 till 10. So starting from 0 till 10 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not 10. 10 will not be included in the range of 10. This function means all the numbers till this number, okay? So if I write 4 I in range of 10, print I. For I in range of 10, print I. What will be the output? So the output will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because this range of 10 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now here is a quick question for you. Write a write a program to print out the table of any number. So we have a question in front of us. Write a program to print out the table of any number. So uh, in childhood, we've studied about the table of two, threes, like two ones are two, two twos are four, two threes are six, two fours are eight, like that, right? So we have to print out the table of any number. So what do I mean by any number? User can input any number, right? And we have to print out the table. So let's take the input from the user. Let's say num is equals to int input. Why I'm using int? Because by default input takes only strings. So input, enter a number. Okay, then in the next line, I will be running my loop for I in range of 1 to 11. Now you guys have to tell me why I'm using the range of 1 to 11, because in table we start from 2 ones are 2 to 2 tens are 20. Okay, we are not going to include 0 and we need till 10th position. So that's why range 1 to 11. So for I in range of 1 to 11, print num multiplied by I, number multiplied by I. So let's see what's the output. If I want to print the table of 2, I'll just simply write 2, and here is the table of 2 in front of you guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So like this you can print out table of any number. Let's say 13. So 13's table will be printed out. Okay, there's something issue with the terminal, so I'll restart the terminal. Just a second, sometimes it stuck. Okay, now it's ready. Yeah, so 13, and as you can see, entered number 13, and here is the table of 13, 13, 26, 39, 52, 65, 78, and till 130. So this is how you can print out the table of any number. Now, in this thing, we are going to learn about nested for loops. So I think for loops are clear to you guys, right? These are the basic for loops. Okay. Now, let's talk about nested for loops. What are nested for loops? A for loop inside a for loop. A for loop inside a for loops, that will be called as a nested for loop. Okay. So in order to understand nested for loops, we'll be using, let's say, this list, fruits, and let's say color, red, then green. Okay, so we have three kind of fruits and two kind of colors. So let's say for I in range, not range, for I in fruits, first we'll go for colors. For I in colors, make sure the variable name is same. So I in color, so I in color. Then inside that for loop, we have another for loop which is called for j in fruits. For j in fruits. So here we are using loop variable as I. Here we are using loop variable as j. So I in color, j in fruits, print I comma j. I comma j. So let's say let's see what is the output of the following code. So if I run this, as you can see, it prints out red apple, red banana, red mango, green apple, green banana, green mango. So how does this thing work? So I'll simply explain it. So we'll go line by line. So first for I in color. So if we go I in color, what will be the first value I will be holding? So I is equals to which value? Red. So I is red currently. I is red currently, right? Now in the second line we say for j in fruits. So if j goes inside fruits, which will be the first value? Apple, right? So in the next line I'll write j apple, right? So I is red and j is apple. With this line I is red, and in the second line j is apple. So if we print I comma j, what will be the output? Red apple. So as you can see, the output is red apple. Then again we'll start from the j. We are not going to start from I. The reason is that once we have a nested loop, the inner loop should finish. The inner loop should finish. So I will be constant for until the j completes its iteration. So j is apple, then j will be banana, then j will be mango. Then the value of I will change to the next value. Okay, so j will continue. The inner loop must continue iteration until it finishes the range. Okay, inner loop will continue the iteration until unless it is finished, then only the I will go to the next stage. So if we say I will remain constant as red, and the j will change its value, right? So if j in fruits it was apple, in the second iteration it will be banana, so the output will be red banana. In the third iteration it will be mango, so output will be red mango. Now it's finished, right? J cannot move further, so that's why I is going to change now. So I was red, now I will be green. So I green for J in fruits. It will restart. The inner loop will restart. So it will start from apple. So green apple, then green banana, then green mango. Now the I will go to the further stage, but there is no further value. So that's why the loop will break and we'll get the output as like this. So okay, red apple, red banana, red mango, green apple, green banana, green mango. So I hope you guys are clear with the definition of for loops and how we use them. So we'll be using them in projects and you'll be getting a better understanding of for loops. In the next video, we are going to learn about while loops, which are more simpler.